Welcome back to The Colonel Does TolkienCraft 2. Thank you for joining me today. We have been busy. Very busy. I went in search of a giant redwood tree. Could not find one, but I stumbled across a sacred oak tree. And the saplings were really sacred oak tree saplings. So we created a sacred oak tree. I wanted to have a really big tree around here for two reasons. One, for lots of wood, and two, because I think they look cool. I like the fact that this is kind of a centerpiece, and it's really, really nice. I envision a path coming down here to the tree, and maybe leading over here to the church. But in the process of doing this, I thought, this was really dark around here. There wasn't anything around here, and we need some protein in our diet. So we're running low on steak, so we got some sheep here. So we've been trying to breed these guys. I set up a little bit of a wheat farm here. We're using some carpenter's barriers, and we're going to spiffy this up a little bit at some point. We have a Jabba barrel for better barrels. We have some wheat in there. Wheat! And we're breeding these guys up. So they will congregate in this area around the tree, and everything will be nice and happy. So I say. We have also been busy up top. We planted some more trees. We reorganized things a little bit, and I think I've kind of changed the direction that I was going to go. I was going to have different sections for different trees, but as our food supply has come into question, since we don't have a lot of sheep down there yet, I set up a little bit of a potato farm. We have 8 stacks of potatoes and 1 stack down below that is baking right now. So we got some baked potatoes that will help our diet a little bit. I think I would still like to have some of the mutton or whatever it is that we get from the sheep, but that'll be in the near future because this is more immediate. We've only got 6 steak left, so we're gonna have to start getting into the potatoes. We have some fir trees that are growing here, and I don't know if we're gonna put some more trees over here or what we're gonna do, or if we're just gonna set up gardens. I don't know yet. I still think this is a good idea for our automated tree farm, but that is not my immediate concern right now. Since we still have no power, I think we might want to try working on some of that today. We have cleaned up the chest that was here from Great Order, the gift. And man, have I been busy inside. You don't see any chests, do you? What is this black floor? What are you talking about? I think this looks pretty cool. What do you think? Black basalt cobblestone. This is sort of what I was going for. This texture pack is not a clean texture pack. It's more of a cartoony one. So I was kind of going for some like polished black marble floor, but we don't have that. The closest thing I think we have is like smoky quartz. But that is really expensive, and I just don't have the resources right now. I also had worked on the outside wall here, and I tried to change this into some bricks, stone bricks, but I don't know if that is what I want to do or not. I'm not sold on this pattern yet. If anybody has any suggestions on what I can use, please let me know, because I'm not, as I say, I'm not sold on the stone brick. And this is going to have to be the wall that goes all the way down the side and all the way down the side. So I don't know if the walls are going to change to something else, and I'll show you what I've been using in a different room in a second. I don't know if we're going to do that for these walls or not, because it's really difficult with the material I chose. So this is the cheapest material I can find that looks half decent. I don't want to go with stone. I'd prefer to go with something like this if worst comes to worst. We put some carpenter's blocks up to taper the ceiling. I think it looks really nice. And I made this chandelier iron, and I think what I'm going to do is basically hang this down. I need to make some chains, but the recipe for that is kind of weird. Chandelier? So you make these things called green crafting clay, or whatever crafting clay, and you need a dye and dirt and sand. So the dye has been kind of a pain to get, so I haven't really made a lot of them. But you can use chains, these guys here, to basically hang them. So you need, obviously, this pattern here. This is the top chain, so this is what kind of goes into the ceiling. This one here is what you chain down to the bottom chain, which would connect into the chandelier. So I think I'd like to have maybe one or two of these kind of hang down. I think that would look kind of cool. It looks kind of stupid where it is right now, so we'll have to deal with that and hang that down a little, maybe 3 or 4 blocks. But I need to get some more dyes, which sort of leads me, I think, to what we're going to try and build today, which is a room. Well, we're going to try and do 2 things today. I want to try and get a room done for kind of agriculture or dyes, I guess, for lack of a better term, because I need to have somewhere to store the dyes. And I saw, hey, I'm going to totally butcher this. I think it's Haig Yorkie. I've always pronounced it High Yorkie, but I recently heard him saying Haig Yorkie. He is also on the server, and he's doing a TolkienCraft series. And I saw him using, I don't have it here. I have it in this room, which is what I've been busy working on. I have, where did I put it? Where did this guy here? Compact spruce drawers. So it will hold 2 stacks, I believe, per item that you put in it. So if I can put these guys in this drawer here. So these are 4 drawers, and each drawer will hold up to 2 stacks of the items. So in this case, we have 4 poisonous potatoes, and I think we can hold up to 128. So I'd like to put our dyes in these, but I need to have a room to kind of hold this stuff, because it can't go in here. It doesn't fit. It doesn't work with the decor that I've chosen. So it's got to go into another room. What do we got here, man? I am so happy with the way this turned out, the ceiling. So yeah, we're recessed, baby. We are recessed. We have some torches lining the room to keep the ceiling lit. It looks cool, right? Oh, did I miss a spot? I totally missed a spot. How did I miss that? There we go. All better. We got a diamond block in the ceiling. Hopefully nobody rips that off. I might need to put that in the chest now. So we have, what are we using here? We're using limestone, smooth limestone. This is a really cool texture. I am so happy I found this. And then we've got the marble, and we've got the basalt bricks, and then we've got carpenter's blocks as a taper up here. This, I am, as I say, I'm dare I say, flabbergasted? I am flabbergasted with how awesome this looks. We also have some basalt bricks in some carpenter's frame blocks, whatever, that kind of adds some more depth. We have some wood trunks here, kind of separating the chest more than anything. It's more functional than decorative. At some point, you know, when we get AE, applied energistics, if we get applied energistics, it will be in this area here. So we'll replace these chests with all that stuff. So we're gonna have to, you know, accommodate that in behind here in the behind the wall. So when we build around, we'll just have to make sure we give ourselves enough room for some utility space back there. We have some Jabba better barrels up here to have some of our resources that we've got lots of. And I've also installed the carpenter's safes around the walls. All of them are locked. This one here, I think, is... yeah, this is like armor and stuff. And weapons and tools. Nothing else, I think, has anything in it. Except for the one around the corner here, which I still haven't moved over here. So these are... I'm happy with how this room turned out. I've kind of screwed up how these chests are organized, but, you know, c'est la vie. This bookcase is going to go with... it's going to go into a library of some sort. And I don't know if it'll be the same room as the drawers with the dies or not. I don't know. We'll have to figure that out. I need to have this all open for the look that I think I want to have. It's supposed to be grand and cavernous. Over here, it's going to be less so, but kind of sort of the same. You know, we probably could put that room back here. That's an idea. That is an idea. Because there's nothing going on back here. We could make this a room. Huh. And maybe we can make that into the library too. I kind of like this. I think that's what we're going to do. So let me get some stuff together and start hollowing this out and see where we're at. And that will be our die room and our library. Back in a sec. Okay, so we've hollowed this room out. I'm not sure I like this. It looks very similar to this room here. And I don't know. I don't want to do the same thing in that room. So I don't know if I like it or not. I mean, it's meant to kind of be a library as well as a kind of a place to store our dies and stuff. So it kind of is a double purpose room. I'm wondering maybe if I make it wider rather than deep so that we have, you know, stuff on one side and then stuff on the other side, like an enchanting table and stuff, and our dies on this side. I don't know. And the entrance here just is bland. Just like the entrances over here, these are bland as well. So I don't know. I don't know if I want to change that. I've been messing around with this guy here, the building guide, and it kind of got me thinking about these kind of arches, and it's sort of what I want to do inside here. So maybe that's what we'll do for a little bit, is try and get some arches in there. Now, the material that I want to use for the arches is like this block here, or rather the block that's going to be along the wall here is going to be a pillar block, and it's a different I don't want to use the well, actually the smoky quartz would be great, but I don't have any of that, and we haven't been to the Nether yet, so we're not going to have any smoky quartz. But oh, there it is. Let's see. There. Nope, that's not it. Nope, that's not it. That's it. Nope, that's not it. Maybe that's the block I'm thinking of. Smoky quartz. Yeah, I guess it is. So smoky quartz is the block I think that we're looking for. Obviously we haven't been to really anywhere as far as Mordor and all those guys go. So we don't have access to those. I don't want to use obsidian because it's purple, it's not dark. So I think what we're gonna try and do is go for the smoky quartz pillar to kind of do the lining of the wall here. But that would also mean that we need smoky quartz to do these things, and I don't know if that's the right choice. So maybe we won't do that. Maybe we'll just intersperse some of the pillars in between these guys and just do these, maybe alternate. I don't know, something like that. We're going to have rooms off to the sides of these and possibly over in this area here. So we need to plan ahead for that. But what I want to do here is use this guy and let's see. How far do we want to space these out? Like maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, maybe? Does that sound good? Sounds good to me. It has to be odd. We can't do it in even number. This is not gonna work. Okay, so let's put our lever down. I'm sure most of you have messed with these in the past. If you have not messed with this block, it is very helpful when doing spheres and cylinders and a bunch of things. So we are going to use this in dome mode. Now, depending on the side, I think it's directional, so north, south, east, and west. And it controls the width and the breadth. And the above and below, we don't have this position right. There we go, that's better. Okay, so above and below will go up and down. So right now, we need to put a redstone signal on it to display it. There we go. So we are going to shrink this down to 0 so that it's just a single plane. And let's see, how high do we want to go? I don't want to go this high, but I do want to go high. So let's say up here somewhere, maybe 4 blocks above where we are. And that might be where this is at. Let's see. Let's dig this stuff out. See where we go. I was hoping this would give me an idea. Oh, hello. I was hoping this would give me some ideas for that other room, because I want to finish that first and foremost. Okay, so this is... Good lord. Oh, shut up. Good God. Weather off. Alright, so we'll leave this the way it is for now. What am I gonna do over here? I don't know. I don't know. You know, I think what we will do is widen it. Let's go 2 more this way and 2 more this way. Of course, it's gonna be gravel. Alright, so I think... Does that feel right? Maybe 4. I don't want to go to the outside though. Alright, so I think we're good. I don't think we have gravel on the outside wall, so I think we are safe with this being where it is. So 4 is good. So I'm gonna widen. So that's 1, 2. Yeah, that's 4. And this is 3, 4. All right, so we're gonna go wide, and we're not gonna go quite as deep. Maybe we'll just leave it the way it is, and maybe shape the ceiling a bit, Maybe shape this entrance as well. Maybe maybe make it a little smaller. Maybe we maybe we use the building guide to help us with a doorway that's a little less square. I think the style that I've got over here, I think I'm just gonna keep it for this, for the stairs and for this room. Although we probably could change it out to make it a little more like that. I don't know. This one, I think we could do that. I think the stairs I'm gonna leave the way they are because they're kind of the same and they're different. So maybe we will change the entrances to here as well. So I'm gonna fiddle with that a bit with the building tool, and then we'll come back and see what we got going. I'm not sure we're gonna finish this room in this episode, but at least we'll get a shape to the room and get things going in, at least to the point where we can start putting stuff in here and see how it looks. Alright, so we've been busy. We have some results. I'm gonna put some glass in here and make these little windows. It'd be really cool if there was like round windows or something in one of the mods, but I don't think there is, so I'm just gonna go with the square windows. So this is what our room's going to look like, I think. We might have a table or a bench or a work area over here or something. Maybe a crafting table, I don't know. We'll put our shelves kind of in here, and then we'll probably line this whole room with like bookshelves. And this is going to be our enchanting area. I'm pretty sure that, well, maybe not. I don't think we have Mind Factory Reloaded, so there's no real auto-enchanting block or anything like that, so we'll just go with a standard enchanting area from vanilla, and we'll just kind of put the bookshelves behind there. I kind of wanted to have a circular room because everything's kind of square, so this makes it a little unique. The doorway here is a little rounded off, which I like. So I think this is looks pretty cool. So that's this room, and we have done some stuff with that hall, and we're also going to dig this area out as well, but I need to restock on some iron because my gavel is pretty much toast. I had to redo it once. So we're using a lot of iron, but this looks awesome. And I don't know what material we're going to use, so that's why I use the carpenter's blocks. So that gives us kind of a way to figure out what we want to do. Up here, I'm probably going to do some decorative thing. I have something in mind, but I want to test it out first to see if it actually looks half decent. Who knows, we may end up having a walkway up here or something, like a balcony. I don't know. We'll have to figure that out as we go. We put a very large pillar in the middle here, and I actually had to redo this. I counted wrong. I was counting odd from here to there, and somehow something got screwed up and it ended up being even, so I had to bump it out one. So now this is in the middle, which is good, makes me feel a little better. And so we need to continue this on down the way. And I realized just a little while ago that I think this wall is pretty much right. Actually, no, we've got probably about 10 blocks or so. So I don't know if I'm going to extend this out and put a window here, or what I'm going to do. We'll probably have a room in one of these sections going off to that direction. We're not going to have one here, but we might have one back here. But we're going to extend this down. Hopefully, we'll see how far we can get. I'm hoping that we can get at least 3 or 4 more sections in here to make it a really long hallway. But we'll have to see how that goes. It'll probably come out the other end of the mountain, and maybe have a window or something, some sort of area back there. But anyway, I think we're going to call an end to this episode. Might be running a little long. I'm not sure. But yeah, I'm really I'm impressed with myself. I have to say, I really like how this is coming along. Now, the challenge is going to be to figure out what kind of material we're going to use. That is going to be a bit of an issue because we don't have a lot of resources available to us at the moment. Again, the smoky quartz, we're going to have to figure out. And I think the ash block here, I think the one that I want is in the nether. This one's a little pale, so we may not use this. There's another ash block, this one here, which is a lot darker, and I think that's the one that I want. It's really a shame with this mod pack that there's nothing really shiny that's black, unless you get into like weird blocks that we don't have access to yet. So I guess, well, no, I don't want to use wool. I don't know. Well, you know what? If you have any suggestions on what blocks we can use that go well with this texture pack, resource pack, let me know in the comments, and I'll take a look at it. But I want something that contrasts with this. The brick over here is nice, but I don't want to use brick all over the place. I want something smooth. In fact, the stone in this pack, I don't like the way this looks. I like this. It's a little muted, and it looks sort of shiny, and that's kind of what I'm looking for with the black, but I can't find an appropriate block to do that. So you know, we'll figure things out as we go. I hope. Anyway, actually, maybe clay. Who knows? I'll have to check that out. In the meantime, I think we are gonna end the episode. And if you have any comments or suggestions, please feel free to leave them below. And until next episode, please do take care.